A rotor jig, that it is. Well, you see, I've also used my laser, yes. So it reminds me what it is in a few years' time. Next time I'm probably going to use it, you know. Anyway, I got this job on where I'm making louver shutters, so I needed a jig. So what we've done is we've made this jig. Now, the previous live stream, I sat here, you know, gluing all these little bits of wood together. You know, it's a tedious old job, but we now actually put it together, and that is basically the router jig for a louver shutter. Now, this is what it can do. That. Very simple, but very, very useful when making louver shutters. Now, we're going to be demonstrating it with this piece of wood, which has got to be well, a mimic of this piece of wood, okay, but in the opposite direction, all right? So, I know what you're going to say. That looks like it goes in one direction. Well, it does unless you flip it over, you know. And in this case, I'm going to have to do it the opposite way to actually do the opposite side of the shutter. Now, I've got a fence, which is this one here, okay, which I've made as well. It's all a bit kind of over-engineered, but I just want it to be accurate, and I don't want any hassles or hiccups or anything like that. I want it to go smoothly, you see, because when you've got so many shutters to make, and you think, oh my God, Ben, I don't want the aggro. I just want it to work. So far, so good. You know, it appears to work really well, which I'll show you in a moment. This is the fence for the jig, and as you see, there's the square peg round hole. Yeah, there's a little square peg up there which I've tapered. Okay, it's like a little guide peg on that end, but also on that end. So when I reverse the jig, it goes in exactly the same place every single time. Yeah, so that fence that literally will push into that hole there. And that side there, that in there, will push into that hole there. Yeah, it's quite tight, but I want it to be tight. I don't want it to wedge in there, you know. And you've ever got to whack it a little bit, you know. And yeah, so that it seems to work a treat. And I put one screw in there to hold it while I actually get on with it. And if I want to reverse it, I just literally turn it upside down. So it's facing the other direction. That's all you've got to do, yeah. And so what we're going to do is, should I get a light? I'll tell you what, I'm just going to get a light. I look all dark. Yeah, all dark and dingy. Don't like it. No, I don't. So I'm going to grab this light here. Hopefully that'll brighten things up a bit. I hope the audio's okay, because I've noticed in yesterday's live stream, the audio sounded flat. And it wasn't my microphone or anything. It's YouTube really compressing the sound and spoiling the audio. So we're going to bring you down here. Yeah, bring you down to the bench. There we are. Okay, well, we're going to go into that voice just there. Because that's what we've got to use. The voice and this little Metabo router. Not using that microphone. No. Put that over there, all right? And we're going to cut these slots. And we might even get the old Domino down out and joint the shutter together. Now, the thing is, you say, I don't need to put the slats in straight away because they'll slide in afterwards. And they have like little pegs that go in as well. But that can be done after the shutter's actually glued up. Now, that is the direction I want to actually... it looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like an oversized dovetail jig. I have got a dovetail jig. I might show you that one day. It's a lead jig. They're expensive in their time, but these days people use CNC and stuff, don't they? And I'm wondering whether or not I could use that new laser I've got, or the one I've got on the floor there, to cut dovetails. Never tried it, so I thought I might give that a go later. So tap that, make sure it's tapped all the way. That's tapped all the way in there. Whack the screw in there. So all these be relatively tight, so it actually is in the same place every time you reverse it. Otherwise, you could have alignment issues, and that's what I didn't want. It's quite easy to actually use, or it has been. The only thing I've noticed is I had a little bit. See what there? I've kind of done a little repair there with super glue and sawdust. They're going to be painted, so it doesn't matter. The problem I've got, although everything looks really good, the only problem I can see is breakout, because obviously the thickness here on the softwood, this pine, you're going to take chunks out with the router. And then, like, I've tried, other than using a sacrificial piece every time, it's going to be I don't really want every time I use it, put a sacrificial piece of wood in. It's just a waste. So I found out if I'm ginger with it, I'm a little bit gingers. I found it actually it seems to work okay. Oh, you flipping idiot! Do you know what I've done? I put the fence the way round. Wrong way round. What an idiot. Right. It's supposed to go that way. It's probably what's a bit tight. Well, it's supposed to be tight anyway, but there you go. Because I just made this thing, that one of the pegs have actually got, because I put it the wrong way round, it's a bit on the tight side, and one of the pegs are pulled out of the actual little mortise here. The glue hasn't gone off yet. No, I'll put more glue in there as well. This literally was only glued up for about an hour ago. Something like that. Could put a suit glue in as well, I suppose, or could have. Is that way around? I think so. Tap that back in. Make sure. The jig broke! Right, is it the right way around now? So, yes, it would be. It'll be that way. Just line that one up there. And then line that one up there. Oh, that's better. That's a silly mistake. Oh, that's flush on the back edge, you see? That's it. Now put the screw back in. And we all make mistakes. Hopefully it is the right way round. Yep, that is. So what I do is, once I've laid it out, once you cut one out, you then can oppose it. So you put them the two pieces opposite to each other. And where the first one starts, you mark it, and where the last one starts, you mark it. So then you're sure that it's actually all going to line up then, you see. Otherwise you've got a bit of an issue. Obviously you've got to stick your slats to start doing that up the shutter. And that's another reason why you don't want to, why you want a long jig, because then it'll be the same on both sides. You get the cumulative error. You don't want the cumulative error, no. So put it right round there like so. That's going to be there, sort of like that, like so. And I can line it up with my first and last marks. Make sure I don't actually go too far, because that would be really annoying. Be very annoying and very stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. On there like so. That's good. And I'll basically just put it the whole lot in the vise and put it in the shirt. Oh. Yeah, I don't want the shirt in there. So it's in there like so. Then I'll squeeze it there, then tighten the vise up. And then I'll just do a bit of a little jiggery pokery with the mallet, make sure it's lined up properly. These are good, these mallets. These are 4 hammers. Yeah. I'm just tapping it up. So those lines that I placed on there, just line up nicely with the jig on that end. I'll check that out on the other end. So now I know if once I cut these, they should all line up with that one, but in reverse. Hopefully in reverse. Yes, it definitely will be in reverse. Good. Just make sure that's squeezed up there. And one way to make sure it's squeezed up is get a clamp. Oh, I'll just use a quick clamp. Because apparently they're quick. So all I'm doing is I'm squeezing up the workpiece to the jig, then I'll tighten up there a little bit. Do the same on that end, and hopefully that doesn't. Oh, silly mesh! You need 2 clamps. 2 clamps. Have you 2 clamps? 4 handles. 4 handles. Oh dear. There you go. So it was professional, you see, because I put my name on that. What do you reckon? No? Okay. Make that on there. You want it tight, you see, otherwise you have, if it doesn't make contact all the way along your workpiece, some slots are going to be deeper than others. So if you start right, you finish right, don't you? Right, that's good. Tighten tighten the vice up and I take the clamps off. How does it look? Looks good. Right, so I'll try and bring you round this side. I don't know who's there. Who's there? What, 17 people here? Hello, 17 people. I hope you're well. Making shutters, you see. You're making shutters. These are louver shutters. Not the old bog standard, well, legend brace type shutters that we've got in here. Not those sort, no. But we've got, I delivered the big barn door pair of shutters, or doors, so barn doors, the other day, so. Right, got a fridge in there now. I get beers in there. Yeah, got to be beers, you know. So let's see if I can see who's here. Hello, SJ. What? That's crazy. Oh, it's crazy. That's it is. This looks like a boring job. I'm happy with my high-paying office job. I don't know about boring. You're like, look, you get in there with your tools, and they're like your toys, you know. I mean, my toys in my toy room. That's what I mean. Yeah. And then if I come through here, talk about toys. Oh crikey! I've got a big toy in that box down there, ready to do unboxing and all that. Great big laser. That's a big one, always. 40-watt laser, that one. Then I've got my 20-watt laser in here. Yeah. So playing with toys. That ain't boring. Playing with your toys. No. You've got this laser here. See that? Play with that one. The other laser's going to be sitting over here. You know. I've got pictures to frame and stuff like that. I haven't finished this room yet, you see. And I've got a sort. I need a hair light up there. You see, like a rim light. See, yeah, for one of them videos and stuff. And I just swapped my microphone over. It was here, so I've decided to use my Samsung G-Track Pro instead. Cause it just plugs straight in. The other one's up there now. Needs to be in his new home for the moment. It's just space, isn't it? You know, space. Yeah, so it's coming along anyway, I think, bit by bit. It's finding the time, you know. Cause, you know, I don't feel. It's like moving house. You know, when you first move somewhere, or I don't know, where you get you don't feel home at first, do you? You've got to kind of find your feet. It feels a little bit alien to me in there at the moment. I feel more home in here with my toys. Yeah, got to have your toys, you know. I'm here for the sexual puns. Oh, you dirty bugger, you. Oh, dear. What, me? I don't do things like that. And carpentry is fun. It is fun, definitely. Oh, I'm from America. Hello there in America. Blimey. Hello, Mad Monk. Hello, my friend. Hope you're well, my buddy. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you. So, show you right out. I'm going to have to get on my hands and knees to do it. Oh, my belly, it's big, isn't it? Who saw my video with my improvised bra? That I couldn't resist that, sorry. What is it about these? You get these lasses online, flaunting their bits, yeah, the biggest fake boobs I've ever seen, see, and pushing a bit of wood through the table saw without any push stick, without anything. She had the air defenders on and safety specs, but the bits. Anyway, so I had to make my own version. Yeah, as a reaction video. So I've got the actual router already set up. The router itself has the bit has a roller on it, and the roller rolls against this jig, and it guides it basically. Now there's two different ways you can have a guide system on a router. One is with a collar, which mounts in here. So the collar. Let me just show you. It's probably the easiest way to explain. Right, that's the collar, and that allows you to use, say, for a standard router, a bit like that one there, that pokes through there, and the collar provides the guide. This is not as accurate, you know, it isn't. It just isn't as accurate. Whereas this router bit is what we call a pattern router bit, router cutter, and it has a roller bearing at the top, not at the bottom. If it's at the bottom, it'll be a trim bit. At the top, this is a pattern guiding router bit, and then basically that follows whatever pattern that you've put there. Basically, in this case, this jig over here, and then you can cut your way through, and just follows the roll will just follow whatever you got in the way. Still though they're okay, but they allow you to use more options regarding router bits. These are far more accurate, and they've got to be for this job. And hopefully, I'll do a good job with this because it's quite easy to get breakout. Yeah, breakout. Right, let's bring it a bit. How can I bring it closer? Oh, I know. I've got a stool here. I really want that camera. I really want that Osbot camera. You know, it's an AI camera. Follows you, it does. That'd be so flipping cool. Let's just grab the... It's a cold, wet day today. Yeah, it's been beautiful, and now it's all cold and wet. Put some light on the mat. There you go. Is that a bit better? I think so. You can see it. We're doing that section there, so I think we're all in frame. So, as I found here, I got a little bit of breakout there, which I had to deal with. Most of it was okay, as long as I entered the router in a very ginger fashion. Be very careful to basically stroking this edge here, because what you got here, basically, if you look there, you've got this sharp bit, and that grain is there. It's easy to snap it off. You've got to be so careful. Like I said, this is a bit of a prototype, this little shutter. So I'll start with the tiniest shutter first, just to test the jig out, really. Now, I did have a jig, it wasn't as good as this one, and I'd gnawed it up a bit, so I couldn't really use it. Anyway, should we cut it? I think we should. Just touch it just gently like that to start with. I talked that up, didn't I? So it broke out. See it there? I don't know if you can see that sticking out there. That is a bit of breakout. So what I'm going to do is, if that happens, put it to one side and super glue it back in again. I think that's one of the things I'm just going to have to live with. If it happens, it happens. Again, that's obviously the grain of this particular piece of wood. I think I'm seeing why actually. You know when I tell you when you're playing a piece of wood, you've got to follow, make sure you sort of stroking the top of the grain and not going against the grain. This particular, I'd have a problem one direction or the other. I can't really get away from it. But I can see here the grain is just going that way a bit, and the rotor bit goes is going clockwise, so it's going against that grain. So I am going to have a bit of breakout, unfortunately. So hopefully I don't lose any bits. I'm going to stick back in. You don't know then. Well, this one's going to be a nightmare. I should demonstrate the other one first, shouldn't I? Oh, it is an I've got to make sure it's in order. So that's that third one. That's that one there. Oh, blimey, this was a pain. The other one wasn't that bad. I had a couple little bits to break out, but this was very easy. Pete, you can't make the rotor bit go in the opposite direction. What if I slow it down? Will that help? Probably not. Make it worse, actually. Let's have a look. Let's go down to 4. Worse. I'm a bit tempted to just super glue it as I go, so I don't lose these little fragments are coming out. God, that's so annoying. Typical, isn't it? Right. There's going to be some giveaways from Cascamite, by the way. Come 1st of May. I don't know the deal yet or what's going to happen quite just yet. Or how we're going to go about it. Stick you back on there. Something. Yeah. In hindsight, you know what would be quite a good idea is to start with slightly thicker wood. Do your routing and then just thickens it, because then you get rid of the bad bits. I'll use some activator in a second. Just who's the activator? What's there? What's wrong with the activator? Was then? Right in my feet. Let's glue these bits back in. Oh, so annoying. Good. I'll do that bit after. That was obvious where that goes. So nearly every single one is broken out, which it's no fault of the jig. It's nothing to do with that. It's just because the other side I had a couple of bits, well, one bit break out. The rest of it was absolutely fine. Once I sussed out how to do it, as in the might change after this. It's not. Please be better. I've got an idea. I have got an idea. Right. Shall I spin that blade round? My idea is just run the stain knife over it first, so you score it. Might be worth a go. With a sharp blade. You could use a chisel. No reach. I'll try standing off first. Got to find solutions to problems, and that is a bit of a problem. Not sharp, that's good. See, the thing is, if I machined my wood up thicker to start with, say for instance, so I don't know, so I've got to take another couple of mil off or something. I could like take a mil off each face, and then it'll be clean. In hindsight, right, this is might work because it's a problematic piece. It might not work, but it might do. So I sort of, if it is going to break out, I'll stop it in its tracks. I wonder if chisel might be better. Ooh. So if you're doing dovetails, and you've got to do a bit of cutting through dovetails and whatever, this is quite a good idea to actually pair, just to make a little cut line with a chisel before you actually do saw it. Will it work? It's not going to make it worse, is it? So, Standing knife is better than the job. Actually, that works. Right, that's the last one. Yeah, that'll work. Don't see why it shouldn't work. I hope it does. See, when you do live streams, you get warts and all, don't you? The bits where that doesn't go right. There you go. Try it now. It's nothing to do with the jig though, it's not the jig's fault. See, the other one worked perfectly fine. It's just this one. It's the grain direction. It does work, so I'm going to go a bit deeper though. Try and go all the way to break the top fibres like that. That's probably enough. Don't cut the cables live. Johnny Five's alive. Apparently so. Right, let's try that. If that works, that's what I'll do each time. That works. I've got a knot now. That worked. Remember that. Basically, next time I do it, I will do that anyway. And I might sharpen up a tool specifically for it, like a thin-bladed chisel, almost like a short paring chisel, and sharpen that right up. So then I can just give it a couple of taps, and I'll cut it nicely down the side here. Can't use a saw because you'll damage the jig. But you know, with the right chisel, just to do that cut on that edge. That's the problem, is that edge there. Just make sure it's cutting off the little splingy bits. I think that's it, that's done that. All right. So bear in mind, I've got a bit of wood glue back in, haven't I? Hello world! There you go. That's the jig. It's reversible jig. And you see, you've got this like sacrificial bit in there. Later on, what I might end up doing is, once I get a bit gnawed up in there, I'll literally just chop a bit of wood into it, glue a strip in. Not with screws, obviously. Alright, so that one, hopefully this one is, oh, this is pretty good. And it's in opposite direction. Is it in the right place? Hope so. Yes, it is, as you can see. Little chevrons. Alright, got to go that way, alright? So, between these two pieces of wood with the little louver slots in, I ain't cut the louvers yet, I'm putting them in later on. And once I've got my frames all glued up, because I'm doing them in one hit then, you see. Now what I have got here also, to make it easy to work out, I did a little dry run, and the idea is I can use it as a guide. So that becomes my marking guide for the position of the jig and what I have, where I stop and where I start. So we've got these two pieces at the bottom and top, they're basically the same. So that's at the moment, that'd be the bottom. And this one in the opposite direction, and that would be the top. And in between that, you then have all these little slats to to make up the louver shutter. I think that's going to look pretty nice. Now, I can glue this up as it is. Otherwise, I can put my one this size. I'll probably just put a single Domino in there with a Cascabite glue, and that'll be absolutely fine with that. Because they're tiny shut. The other ones I'll probably put doubles in. Bring it back up here. What are you saying? What are you saying, Top Smoke? Hello, Top Smoke. Hey, Top Smoke. Have you seen my room? I don't know if you've seen it yet. Have you, Top Smoke? Or is it in table video? Ah. I'm getting there with it. Might make a woofler. So, I don't know if I've shown you this already, Top Smoke, but those are the units that were in the workshop. I just painted them grey and changed the sound boards on them, because these are full fiberglass. Yeah, these boards, sound boards everywhere, because it's so echoey in here. And this big one here, that one hasn't got fiberglass in it because it'll be too heavy. But it's on the other side of it. We've got a green screen on the other side, so it's reversible. Obviously, got Yoda. You know, he's yeah, that's where I get all my knowledge from. Yoda, yeah, Yoda is as Yoda does. So I've got my laser, and this is going to be my overhead camera area. This is actually a fire bag, cast iron fire bag. Flipping out, that's heavy. And get it on there, a bit of a job, and then put some feet underneath it, and what have you to keep it clear off the workbench area. So that's what that is. This stand at the back here, the rise and fall, that is actually for my enlarger. So that's McCulloch enlarger LPL. I think it's a 700. So that's what we've got one of the cameras on. I'm going to order a new camera for the actual face camera, you know, because that one's good camera, but better for the overhead, because this one's got a bit of a delay on it. So that one's going to go above the lasers. Yeah, so I think I'm getting there. So that's my lab, like Dexter. Back into the workshop. Yeah, and do some work, Max. Let's see the room. Yeah, it's alright, it's coming along. Get an Alf toy to put. That wasn't Alf. Well, I got his Chewbacca. Yeah, I'll do something in there. I ain't finished in there yet. I've still got loads to do. No more. So I've wired all the sockets in as well for in the ceilings. Sorry, I didn't show you all the lights. They come on. The whole point is to make it quick and easy to make videos. So for the techie type videos, and also things like pulling tools apart, and I want to see how my fez tool works, my Domino dowel, which we'll be using in a minute. So this one here does the light switch for the lighting. So like my video will work, whatever. That one comes on. There's another one going to be up high as well. So but there's sockets on ceiling. Where is it? There, sockets. They're for the lighting circuit. So same up there. There's 4 sockets on the ceilings for the lights. And I've got my rail here, which is above camera, above the workpiece overhead. And then this light here that swings round as well. And you made the stuff. You know what I mean? It's just as you do. No, it's not a toilet. That's to fool the burglars. Will it work, do you reckon? Probably not. I like the colour of the seat. It's black. Or you mean you don't like the other one? My butcher's apron on my other one. Yeah. Fish boxes. A knot. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you can't avoid knots these days. I'll tell you what, you can if you want to buy like twice the amount of blooming wood. Yeah, there's no clean. See, the material we use is what they use for what we call the Volet land board, which is that stuff over there, and I got a load in the other workshop. So yeah, that's called Volet. It's basically a northern fir, like a larch or something like that. So what we're going to do is, I suppose, we'll bring it over here like so. We'll domino these together. Together. Because this is like my prototype, really. Any mistakes I make on here, hopefully I won't make on anything else. I'm not going to be doing the louvers just yet. Not until I get to that stage, but we can domino it together. And the domino dad is such a brilliant tool. I don't need to mark anything or anything. I just use the machine and it does everything for you. You just got to talk to it nicely. There you go. Oh, I need ya. I need ya. My festal, domino dad. Got 2 festals. Got a pencil, and that. I hope the audio's okay. I noticed, I didn't mention it earlier, but I noticed that the audio was getting overly compressed. It was dull. When I listened to the replay, it sounded really dull. It's YouTube. So I have to ask myself, going live, is it worth it if I can't get decent recorded videos out of it? Yeah, decent audio, because audio is the most important thing, really. Especially my beautiful voice, still wasted, do I? Right. So and it has a series of pins on here, like location pins. Makes it really, really easy to, to work out. So you get in exactly the right place. I like it. There's that looking on there. It's a bit. Oh, a bit deep in that. It's not in the middle. It is now. Which is good because I can do it directly on the bench. That's all right. Sometimes if it's wood's thinner, you can't get the bottom of the sole plate to clear, so you end up getting bizarre positioning because the fence isn't touching the actual wood. But I think this is going to be okay. How's it looking? Yep, that's fine. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Whereabouts do I want the actual dominoes? Right, what I better do, before I get carried away, is mark face side. Otherwise, I could end up putting it in the wrong place. So make sure everything is up. Make sure it's in the correct position. Right, I think I'll go for the second from the outside. So this pin here. So if I pop that button on the side here, it'll pop out. Now, if I want, I can put more out of the way. Make sure I don't accidentally use the wrong one. And then I'll have on the opposite, do the exactly same on the opposite side, the opposite one. Put the others out of the way. So they're the only 2 pin guides that I actually need. I need to decide on how deep we're going to go. Ooh, probably about 50 mil. So I guess, have I got any dominoes made? I might have to make some dominoes. Where is the domino box? Where is it? Can I get enough? Oh, hang on. I might just about be able to do it. Don't know what that's in there for. Ooh. 580. How big are those? So a bit on the skinny side. Those ones. So I'll go for little ones. That'll do. Let's just do it to see how it goes. So simple. I'll tell you what I am going to do though. Oh, I think I'm going to put the extractor on it. Some dust collection. Oh, there you go. Oh, sexy. Oh, boy, what the hell was that? There's not something off somewhere. Oh, plastic box. Plastic bottle. Nothing important. Oh. So all I've got to do is line that pin up there, set my depth here, and then I can then cut over here. As long as everything that's down flat and that pin is up against the side, from the outside edge every time, rubber mat. That's all right. Has that moved? No, it's all right. That big. You do it on each one, work from the outside face each time. Okay. That one. Outside face. On the other one, I'm going to put 2 in each end. Put it out. I'm only putting one, it's only a small shirt, it's tiny. But in the others, I'm going to double them up. So you can put 4 small ones in if I wanted to. Show how it works in a minute. Make sure you do the right side. I was doing something a bit naughty actually, what I generally don't do. Still got a little bit trapped in there, even the dusty powder. I took the finger's hair. Didn't do that. It's only set for the shower's only set for 50 mil, so it'll never go all the way through. But one day you might forget. Yeah. You're a human after all. You should, don't do that with your fingers. Line it up that way if you want, but don't make sure you put it away. There we are. I've got 4, actually 8. Mortises to make 4 mortise and loose tenons with the dominoes. Way better than obviously way better than using dowels. Definitely better than pocket screws. Oh, boy, man. Remember that, Marcus. Don't put them the wrong way round because you'll be kicking yourself. Take the wheel like so. Cut some dominoes, which I want them to be 85 mil. I'll turn that off now. I'll show you how the machine works as well. What was that? A bit of noise. Is that the missus? Is she alright? What's she done? You alright? Oh, okay. I thought it was the missus. That wasn't. Green tea. No beer. Oh, I've got beer in the fridge now. Got a fridge now. It can't be bad, can it? Right, so when you cut the dominoes to length, these look just the dominoes I prepped up ages ago. They'll do for this one. Hopefully not too loose. Nope, they're good. That's fine. That's good. So when you cut them to length, I'll do that over there with a stop. Put that away. I like having places for everything to go. That's what I like. So that's how long it's going to be. So they don't have to be that accurate, as long as they're not too overly long. So all I'm going to do is just mark the table on the fence like so with a pencil, and I'll just push it up there and cut it each time. You could put a stop in, but the problem with when you put a stop in with little bits wood like this, with a radial arm saw, if you've got that there like so, what happens is, because the distance, let me just cut this on to demonstrate better then. The problem is, let's say for instance, that stop. I need a blade brake. It needs a blade brake. Stick a bit of wood in it. There's an old machine. Right. Someone suggested that I do teaching and have people come here. The only problem is, my machines are old and they won't comply with the regulations for having people there. So I don't think it'd be very safe or very sensible thing to do. So let's say, for instance, I had that. I clamped into place, a bit of stop, a bit of wood, or however long or big it might be. So I've got a fixed stop. And what you've got to remember is the distance from corner to corner is great. In this case, it's about 5 millimeters longer from corner to corner is in its actual length itself. So if it does that, it will jam up between your stop you put in and also the blade. It makes a lot of noise, yeah, and it's scary. So I'm just going to literally cut these up to the line, push them up to the line and do a cut. Next one. I need 4. One more. The nice thing about using these loose tendons with a Domino dowel machine, the fiscal Domino dowel, it's a posh. The nice thing about using one of these machines, all right, instead of like doing a mortise and tenon, using the mortise over there, that machine there, and doing an actual proper mortise and tenon joint. When you're working in pine, it's great. The reason for that is that your tenons is going to be pine, and it's not going to be very strong. Whereas oak is. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, it is. Yeah. Do it. Got to do it. Got to do it. Oh, where's that from? Oh. Right, I'm going to mix some. Got some glue here. I've got to mix some glue up. Right. I'm using Cascamite powdered resin wood glue. And there's some changes up foot there is with Cascamite. The formula's not changing though, but I'm not ready to say what it is, what's happening. But there is likely to be some giveaways. So it's been suggested to me. They asked me if I'd like to do some giveaways. I thought, well, okay, I'm up for that. Good for the channel, isn't it? Good for people. Yeah, it's nice for people, isn't it? I shouldn't be doing that. Mask. Oh, don't. I hate wearing masks because I can't see. Yeah, because my glasses all steam up. I don't know what's more dangerous, inhaling formaldehyde dust or being blind. It's just, you can't see machines and stuff. What's more dangerous? Need a better solution. Problem is, all the solutions that could kind of make life a little bit safer aren't free, are they? They're expensive. And what I normally do, I normally decanter some into hair, you see. Make sure there's no bits of rubbish in there. There isn't, that's good. This is Cascamite powdered resin wood glue. It was very good until the pandemic. They wrecked it. Not Eureka glues, no, they sawed it out. Polyvine, when Polyvine had it, they wrecked it, absolutely ruined it. Eureka glues got hold of it, took it over, and made it how it was. It's good now, very good. I can show you actually. Okay, here's my roller that I use for the glue spreading. I don't need it here, but this is what you see, a big lump of glue on there. It's literally just a seam roller, wallpaper seam roller. And what I do is I just put a bit of tape around it, and then I can knock the old glue off. But this is a piece of Cascade white wood glue. So one of the problems with the Cascade white was it went through 3 phases. One phase, the first phase, what Paul Levine did, was to actually, they made it too hard, too brittle. But now, it's how it used to be. It's got a bit of flex in it now. It's still hard, but it's got a bit of flex in it. Yeah? So it's not so, it's like, it used to crumble. That was really bad. It's still okay for mortise and tenon joints, because they don't compress. But it's actually really good now. So it's just still snap, but it's still got some flexibility in it. So they sort of brought it back to how it used to be, which I am very happy about, because that was a nightmare when that happened, because there's not many wood glues out there that are as waterproof at the price point. There are other glues you can use. One is what I've got over there. I've got Cascafen. Don't put it in there. Do you know what I did the other day? I accidentally put the water directly into this pot instead of decantering it. Oh, I felt like such an idiot. It happens when you are an idiot. I can't help it. Yeah, just an ugly idiot. So I'll put a little bit in there like that. That's probably plenty. What I do, if I have any excess, and it's an evening, I know by morning it'll be gone off, I actually use it to, let me show you. You see the slot? The slot after a while gets a bit gnawed, doesn't it, you know? And I just fill it up with the Cascade, let it go off and what have you. And then once you make the next cut, you've got a nice clean slot again, which means you get less breakout. So it's usually quite a good idea. And what I was going to show you was to make it a little bit more clear how this machine works. Right, this is the Festival Domino Dowler. It's the only type, it's the only machine like this. You can't get it anywhere else. No one else make anything like this. Some people try to make like variations of it, but it's nothing like this. Is so well thought out. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. Should be. It's 1,500 quid now. I think I paid about 1,200 for when I bought it a few years ago now. Now this is the cutter. The thing about the cutter, it don't just rotate. It doesn't go in and out. No, but the machine goes in and out. But watch. You stick a lump of silicone on the end of that, and the missus will be very happy. Oh, I didn't say it. Oh, I did. Right. So yeah, anyway, that's the Domino Dowler. As it plunges, it creates that oval hole. Now this bit here is starting to get a bit worn now. I sharpen it, how tight I am. Saying that these are 50 euros, well, I don't know what they are now, but they were in 50 euros a pop. So they're quite expensive. You see that face there and that face there doesn't actually do any cutting at all. Polishers off, but that's because the waste has been removed. So the flute's ready, all they do is help and remove the waste out of the mortise. The only cutting faces really is that one there, and the one on the top, little point, and on the side there, just on the tip, because obviously at the angle, it's only the tip making contact. So they're a really good machine, but you've got to warrant the use, warrant owning one. It's not sort of you just buy willy-nilly. I had a particular job for it, and it just made perfect sense to me. So I decided, okay, I made the order. And that one job more than paid for it, so still made a living. That was a good job, that was. Once I've actually got it so it's like a paste, I can take this flipping mask off. Is it upside down? No, it's not. It's not very helpful with beard either, is it? Maybe if I grew the beard right over my mouth and my nose, and maybe do a little weave or something, you know what I mean? Plait it and stuff. I wouldn't need a face mask, dust mask, no. I've got so many health troubles at the moment, it's really annoying. Oh, and it's got nothing to do with wearing face masks. I like hats. Always have done. Right. Never used to wear a hat, that's why I got 6 kids. Blimey. Crikey. Flipping out. Let that sink in. Right, anyway, let's bring you back a little bit over here so you can see a bit better. And then we're going to do, I've got to basically glue my joints. Yes. Now, I'll just pour a bit in there like that. And I'll use one of the Dominoes as a glue stick, effectively. And give it a wiggle inside the owl. Come back here. I've got some brushes. I actually bought some brushes, some glue brushes from Tebo. I haven't tried them yet. The only problem they're not with this glue is that once it starts going off, it's a nightmare to actually clean off. I just sprayed glue everywhere. That wasn't very clever. It don't matter. The nice thing about Cascamite, another nice thing about Cascamite, I think this is a skinnier one. Is it? Oh no, it's not. I'll get it to ooze out everywhere. You obviously want contact there, you know. When I see people, I don't advise anyone just getting the old glue ball, go a little zigzag across and think that's enough. That's not. You need to spread that glue so it's even. Glue will find the path of least resistance, and generally not where you want it to go. So you need to make sure all your surfaces, preferably your mating surfaces as well, have a coating of glue. Plus it can be soaking in as well, which makes it stronger. I might try my little glue brushes that I got. Where are they? Oh, you can get these little spatula things. They're like 60p on Temo. I don't know if these would be any good. I'd be better if it didn't have that flipping thing on, so just getting away. That I don't know what is that. The brushes probably work. Oh yeah, the brush is a really good idea. Oh, I like the brush. Might have to order some more of them, even if they do get buggered up really quickly. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna have to convert. Brush works. I like the brush. Which are natural bristle though instead of nylon. I don't like nylon brushes, especially paint brushes. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. These are absolutely ideal for dominoes. Wish I knew that before. That works really well. Surprising. Very surprising. Right, what was that one? That one's got to go. Is that the way around? Oh, that will be going in there. So we've done that one there. So make sure that's got a mating surface. So that's going to go into other. Nice and squeezed up there. Oh, hang on. Face. Right. Good. I'm confused. Right on there. Let's do that one over there next. Right. Oh, bashing things now. I think I've got a camera above here, and it's like I'm not doing it that way anymore. Using OBS and a computer on the live. I'm doing live in there. Not until I've got a decent camera. A different system altogether. Because it just didn't work properly. Keep failing. Make sure that squeezes up the side. That's good. That way round there. loosen that. Okay. Right, where ends that will go? Oh, it's that side. Hang on a minute. Face. It's the wrong end. And that one goes that way. Silly me. I should have done my little squiggly marks on all the joints. We don't have to mark anything, that's just does it for you, which is pretty cool. This is obviously that way around there. It's the wrong one. Oh, so it is that way around. Oh, face. I'm getting confused now. Can't be that way around. I'm putting the wrong ones in. Tell you what, get one. Where is my pliers? Pull that out. Pop goes the weasel. More fingers and thumbs. If you want a bit of colour, you can add a bit of sawdust into it, any tiny amount though. Or you can, instead of using water, if you're using any dark wood, so you don't end up like a white glue line, you can use a water-based yeah. You can use a water-based dye, wood dye, and use that as the water basically. I found that works quite really well. I ain't had no failures with it, so. Oh, crikey! I'm dropping things on the floor now. Blame your carpal tunnel. I have to admit, I've got a lot of pain at the moment. One things, isn't it? I've got the right one. That's not the right one now, is it? Oh, crikey, I'm not doing very well there, am I? That's F, so that must be face. That's not right, is it? No, it's not. That's face, baby. All that way around. Right. So it must be that way round. Go in there. Hopefully. Right, some face clamps in there. Boom, 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 boom. Let's lay it down. Hang on, what have I done wrong here again? Oh, you flipping idiot. Well, that one looks alright actually. Put on that one there. Let's try it. Let's see what one looks the best. Face. It shouldn't be that difficult, should it? Oh, that's face. Ah, that makes more sense. Right, 4 of those. And oh, do I need those ones up there? Might use those. So 4 of those for the. Let's use some sash clamps. I've got some big ass ones. I think they're a bit overkill. I've got some big heavyweight eye-bar ones, big old record jobbies. I think these wooden ones are just ideal for this job. I like using the wooden clamps because you can clamp to the clamp, if it makes any sense, because they've got a nice flat surface on them. I should have cleared my bench off, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done before I even started this. I've got stuff everywhere. Maybe I won't keep knocking things off the bench. Maybe then I wouldn't actually keep dropping stuff as well. Is that a possibility? Right. Ah, where's the end? I've used that one. Probably fallen off somewhere. Oh, there, put it better. Yeah, I'll do it. The ends on the. I've got another pair, a longer version of these clamps. God, I really should have cleared this bench off. But they're great for when you're doing like door frame stuff because you can clamp from the head to the foot, as well as the other way. They're basically just long versions of these, and that's where the other head is. Grab some blocks of wood as well. Find some bits of wood to use as coals. There we are, that'll do. That'll do, that'll do. Something like that, that'll do. Oh, that's annoying. Let's get the next one along. Got stuff all over there. Got a clamp in the way over there now. It's about right in that. Oh, don't need to move that one. That's a good place. I'll put that one there. Put that one there. Then we can tap that up and true it up. I've got to put a clamp on that. Yeah, I will put 2 in next time. Probably more true. And also the dominoes I used were ones I weren't even considering using before. On there, let's put a clamp on that. So as you clamp it to the hatch, there you go, it's flat now. To the clamp there. So I'll remove that one. Put a smaller one in there. So I'll use the long ones on the joints, on top of the joints. Ooh, a little framing square. Oh dear. Oh, it's near, damn it. Oh, it's good. Spot on. That's good. More luck than judgment. I'll leave that camera in a second. There. That one there. A lot of people are using that PU glue at the moment, which is expanding glue. The problem with it is, it tends to carry on expanding for like weeks, if not months afterwards. You have like bulging joints, which doesn't look good. Ah, you an idiot! Arr. There we go. Let's try again. I'm all fingers and thumbs, I am. Tighten that up for now, and then get that on, get the coal on there. Sorry. If I had that camera, that special camera, it would move, it'd follow me. It might be a good thing, might be a terrible thing. Ah, that's it, that's lined that up. Ooh, and I'll just tap the bottom up a little bit. Nice, that one over there. I had 4 clamps, I did. Because one's on the floor. Go. Flatten the joint, make sure it's flush. Oh, use that coal, it's in the wrong place. Right. Sort of like, oh, it's on the line, which looks about right. Spot on. That's good. Check the other side, just in case it's not just that one. No, it's good. Yeah, that's good. Right. Flush. Yep, that's flush. Just squeeze it on a bit, tuck it back a bit further under the clamp. You don't want to have it on the edge because you don't want it to happen as you're potentially putting a twist in it. A little bit of twists, I need to make sure that I can't go by the clamps because make sure that there's no twist in it. So at the moment there's a little bit of a twist. So what I do is before it goes off, I mean I'm going to leave this on the bench tonight. I normally do it through the other room, you see. And at the moment I've got a bit of a twist in it. So what I'm going to use is one of these hold downs. When the glue goes off, as long as I hold it in the right place and relax these clamps just a touch, it will be true. So hold that side down so it can't rock. Is it the wrong side? That's the right side. Do I need to turn it around to the other way around or not? So, hang on, there's the wrong way. It's going that way, isn't it? So I need to spin this round. Knock everything off the bench while I do it. Yeah, that's better. So I'll get the hole down over here on the high side. And I'll just put some weights on the other side, hold it down. And if I had loads, the old bench used to have loads of holes in it. Well, it's actually the same bench, but it's underneath this, the old top of this bench used to have loads of holes in it. And I could use them to put clamps into. The problem with it is, your screws fall down them, everything falls down in the blooming holes, so I didn't put them back in again. I decided against it. That's good. Now, also do it should be high over there, that is. So I put some weights on. I've got a 5 kilo weight here. Hold on, if I put it further along, we'll get 2 of them. That might be the idea, to put 2 of them on there. That'll hold it. Where's the other one? What have I done with the other weight? How do you lose 5 kilo weight? I had it earlier. I will check the chat in a second. What have I done with that? There's one, because I've got it. Did they all fall on the floor? No, because I've still got my toes. Alright, there's anything up here? No. I've got to turn up. I'll put something else on it for a moment. That's weird. How can you lose that? I've got new weights up here. I'll use these ones. Will that be enough just to hold that down? It's pretty much down now, actually, anyway. Put them on there. The bench is flat, yeah? Yeah, that's down. I'll just relax the clamps just a touch. So, what's probably holding it out true a little bit is the accuracy of the cuts on the ends. So if they're just fractionally out, you've got to be mimicked because obviously you've got the cumulative distance of the length of the wood in relation to where the joint is. So if the joint isn't perfectly true, I might need to check the setup on my radial arm saw. Make sure it's perfectly true for the next ones. Just a bit of a prototype. I haven't done this for a while. All right, there you go. That's that one done. Pop the slats. Hello. So we have made the frame for the louver shutter using my jig that I made yesterday and finished off today. This jig here, and it's a simple idea. Literally loads of bits of wood glued together, spaces. Where the accuracy has to come in is actually making sure every single piece of wood is exactly the same thickness. Otherwise, you'll have too much slack, and some would be too tight. Which would be no good. The jig itself worked fine. The only thing I did learn was because the shape of the actual the angle of the cuts. I'll grab my little scrap I was using it as a marking gauge, which is on the floor. Like everything else, ended up on the floor. I must clear my bench off properly next time. I've a mental note of that. So the problem I was having, as you can see on this one here, see all those breakout, they're just breaking out there. So that was the problem. That was the hassle. That was the problem I was having. And because of that, nearly everyone on that one, look, it's terrible. That's no good at all. Now I did find that I could reduce it by just easing that first part of the cutting, and because the back edge wasn't doing it. It's just on the as you lead into it, because of the fact that it's just a little point there, which made that really, really vulnerable along the grain. So as soon as it hits it, it just snaps it off. And I've tried it with the other cutters as well. I've got my trend cutters and that, and it didn't. No, just same problem. So what I did instead, as you saw, just use a Stanley knife just to score or cut into that part there, and it worked. The following ones didn't break out, which was a bit of a relief, because that'd been that nightmare. If every job's going to be like that, if every shutter is going to be like that, at least I know this time all I've got to do is just go slice, with a Stanley knife, or I got sharpened that chisel I was talking about, which is very thin, a bit like a paring chisel but short, and just tap that in each time just to cut the fibres, so then it shouldn't break out. So you're scoring it, aren't you? It's a bit like when you get a table saw which has like a scribe or scoring blade in it, a tiny little small circle saw blade which scores your laminates and what have you before you actually cut them with your main saw, if you've got a proper cabinet saw for that purpose. That is. Scroll up. Watch the sun go down, Domino darling. Watch the sun go down on me. So what you're supposed to do with these things is on the top of them, you've got this little lever here. Right, this lever, basically, you have a wide cut or a narrow cut. I tend to usually use the wide cut, depending on my dowel, domino, something I'm using, and then the workpiece. As you know, with the narrow ones on this one, I've run out of dominoes now, so I've got to make a whole load more. So I make them to fit the wide one, so it'd be less, and a more snug fit. I found that was a little bit on the slack side. Like I say, it's a tiny shutter, and I'm not that worried about it. It's minuscule, isn't it? So that hold together, no problems at all. And with the cast and white glues as well, which is good. So I'll use the wider set. But normally what you do is, you see, if you're using the dominoes that they make, the Festool dominoes, you'd have one side slack and one side, the two pieces would come together. One piece would have a slack hole, right, the wide setting, and the other piece would have a tight hole. So you sort of get that loose tenon. What's the point of that? I get it for alignment, so you can get them together quick, easily. But one thing I don't like about those dominoes is that they're made of beech, and beech isn't actually very rot resistant. It rots really quickly, and it's a fairly short-grained timber, and as such, you can snap quite easily as well. A beech, it's not as strong. It's very hard, but its tensile strength is quite poor. Oak is far better for that, as long as you've got a clean piece of oak. Chestnut not quite as, it's better than beech, but not as good as oak. So you've got a nice fairly long grain, a timber with a lot of strength in it. So I've used in these, I'll be using oak, because I've got it anyway. I'll be using oak dominoes, not the Festool dominoes, because to me they're crap. I never bought any. I took one look at them and I thought no. But basically they look very similar to the material used to beech, pressed beech. Like biscuit joints, which are flipping awful. They have the purpose, great for location, and great for edge board jointing and stuff like that, so you don't get any movement. Just for alignment purposes, they're great. When I watched Norman Abram, he's used that flipping thing. That's kind of why the biscuit joiner took off, because of Norman Abram, the new Yankee workshop. And it absolutely took off because of Norman Abram. Making all sorts of stuff, cabinet doors and everything, using them for the joints on the corners. I thought, oh, no, normally better than that. Man is extremely capable, but he must have sponsorship or something. It's a good tool, don't be wrong. The Domino dowel, not the Domino, the biscuit joint is a good tool, but it's like anything. It's all right for what it's meant to be used for. It's a bit like those flipping pocket hole screws. They're okay if you for light load, like joints or temporary work and stuff like that. But I wouldn't want to use it otherwise. People are using it for everything, absolutely everything. But that's not good enough. See, the problem with what I see with these, apart from the fact they're shit, the pocket hole screws. So, for instance, if you're joining two pieces of wood together, arguably say, got that bit of wood coming off here. Well, that piece of wood's going to be long grain, all right? If you're doing a frame, for instance, yeah. If you put pocket hole screws that way into the frame, or from the frame into there, doesn't matter what way around, it's still the same problem. See, this piece of wood here, because the grain's going that way, it will shrink and expand across its width. It's just what wood does, you know. Yeah, just because it's seasoned, don't mean to say it's going to actually stay put. It doesn't. It will grow and it will shrink. Now the problem is, if, for instance, you've got shrinkage in this piece here across the grain, it becomes narrower. You end up a gap between that and the rail. And effectively you've got a metal fixing in there, like a screw or whatever, quite a small screw, and it can flex. So it effectively becomes a pivot. They don't. You might be lucky. You know, it might last a long time, but I'd rather see an actual joint personally, even if it's done with I'd prefer to see a dowel than one of them pocket hole screws, you know, or Domino. Yeah, but I understand Domino's are expensive. You've got to use formulas, no point, is there? I always assumed I was bald under my hat. No, I've got a full head, mate. You know, I'm a bit. My dad was bald. Had a comb over. My dad. I don't know why people do that. Really don't. Just chop the bagger off. It was a comb over. It's terrible. Anyway, I suppose you couldn't see for it. It's like a donut. It was coiled. Oh, dude, he's gone now. But yeah, he was a hell of a craftsman, though. Just looks silly. Yeah, now I've got hair, just about. Yeah, I'm receding, you know, getting more like Count Dracula. Macho Moral says, for some reason, watching your content makes me want to forage and refine pine rosin. Do it. Hello, Joe. Hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're all right, mate. Yeah. I've been suffering a bit of getting up and down, what have you. And I think I mentioned it previously. I've been just writing stuff down, how I feel. It actually helps. I didn't think it would. I thought that's a baloney. So then I thought I had a book from Eureka Glues they sent me, just a notepad, and I started just put a date at the top. Smiley face or sad face, depending how I feel in the morning, and then just write about what I plan to do for the day, and then lunchtime I'll write about what I've done. Just one little A5 page, you know, it's just in pencil, and it's just good to get it out. I think we bought things up. I know it's probably just subliminal, placebo. It's probably just placebo, but it's I think it just helps. Yeah, and it's quite also it sparks ideas as well when you're doing things like that. I know what I have got to do. I have got to make some more short videos. I've got a load on the computer, but a lot more cut clips, so that they need to be. I need some new ones. I need to make some more videos for this channel and the other channels. Oh, you're okay, darlings. Mad, you're okay, darling. There we go. Well, you don't like my Union Jack chair I got in my office then? Oh dear. Is it upsetting you? Living in France! He's using pallets. No, not pallets. No, not on that. That's Volet Landboard. 28, 26. See, that was like the pit. Is it the piff in it? No, it's just not. So it's just Volet Landboard. That is almost quarter sawn, but near the piff. The piff, it looks like it's probably about around there somewhere. So it's quite close, but it's quite uniform in the grain. So this piece here will just shrink across its width. If it was more like that, sort of curved like so, the piece of wood would literally just cup, try and do that. So that's actually quite a reasonably decent piece. It'd be better if it was further near the outside of the tree, and obviously not with the sapwood. But yeah, it's quite a stable piece. Got to cut holes and stuff in there. Let's go on down. No, I paused the boat for the moment. I've decided that I'm still making the boat, but because over the winter I need to be able to get outside sometimes to actually work on it because I need to get other stuff done. I've got work in there, so we will be making it. But I've had to cut all the pieces out. I just need to put them together. And it's through there. It's just basically a piece of plywood cut to shape. But I'll be starting that when I haven't got this blooming rain. What, both members on a Tenacious D? Really? I get jet black quite a bit. Oh, here comes the missus.
I'm going for a walk.
Well, I will come with you because I'm done here now.
Oh, I keep coming in and you look.
Oh, do you? You can say hello.
I know, but
She's
are
here.
you busy? Are you busy?
It's the missus. Hello, missus.
Hello.
Yeah, someone married me. Get you, darling.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky, aren't you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh,
She says she's lucky, but only sometimes, in case you didn't hear her. She ain't got a microphone on at the moment. So, you want me to give you a hand and walk the dogs?
if you finished,
Well, it's glued up.
if you can say goodbye to your.
Oh, we can do that. So we glued the first frame together. Once I get a bit of emotion, getting the motions with it, it'll be a lot quicker. I've sussed that away about the breakout, Caroline. I sussed it out. I just got to run a knife along it. And that sorts it out. So anyway, I'm going to say toodaloo, Darling, you're going to say toodaloo?
Goodbye.
Oh.
Nice evening.
Oh, not toodaloo?
No.
Why?
I don't know. It's not my word.
Not your word.
Yeah.
That's wrong one. That'll do. All right, anyway, I'm going to say toodaloo. So we did it. Anyway, we got that far, and we got the old jig made. So now I think I could pretty much start putting the rest of the frames together, I reckon, Dom. There you go.
What was that? How many go to go? 19 to go?
19 pairs, isn't it? Is it pairs? Actually,
Pairs with another 19
God.
bits like that to go.
20 pairs? I'm getting scared now. No. Oh, flipping out. What's scaring me then? She did. She made the boob. She boobed. She did.
10 pairs of them.
The boobed woman boobed. So that's what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah. Thank God for that. So yeah, 10 pairs. Okay. There's a single. So it's 9 pairs and 1 single. This is the single one. There was to be paired, but also have a rebate down the middle. Yeah, which is this one. The little one, the baby one.
Oh, it's a baby one.
The little baby one.
So after this, you've got 9 pairs.
Pairs, yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's following. It's an AI camera. Go on. It's tracking you. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just trying to put things up where they don't
There you go. It's
belong.
tracking you.
I'm trying to put things up
There it
where
goes.
they don't belong.
You see that? It's clever, isn't it? It's tracking. It's a tracking camera. Yeah. Caroline,
We,
I want an electronic version of this. Otherwise, you need to be my. You could be my tracking camera.
what colour is this?
What colour is that? In colour. That does. Yes, well done.
Colour code these for me.
I've got to colour code the clamps apparently.
I said put a blue one on there.
All right. Well, they could all. Be,
Red one's there. And
no. Yeah.
light blue there, dark blue there, and red there.
Yeah, but the other ones. You can't have that many shades of colours. It's going to have to be all those ones go in that rack and all those ones go in that rack, probably.
Do what you said, take a photo and
It's tracking you again.
take a photo, like you said.
What, a photo of the wall so you can make your references. Yeah, I've got to put a photograph on the wall so she knows where all the clamps go.
Because he complains if I put them in the wrong place.
I would never do that.
He does.
Oh, not me, no. Anyway, thanks for joining us and have a lovely evening, like my dear Mrs. said. And you take care. Toodaloo.